Talent versus consistency, a stoic story about quiet effort, deep change, and the truth about success. What if the person who wins isn't the smartest, but the one who simply refuses to stop? What if success wasn't found in brilliance, but in the quiet repetition of small acts done daily? This story may not be about you now, but it could be, if you choose consistency over comfort. Rahul had dreams, not vague wishes or childish fantasies, but vivid images in his mind of standing tall at the top of his class, of earning respect not through noise but through quiet excellence. But reality painted a different picture. He started things with excitement, new habits, new plans, new resolutions, but gave up midway, every time. His notebook was full of beginnings, but almost no endings. His classmates often teased him. "Rahul," they'd laugh, "you're the king of quitting. Nothing ever sticks with you." And in time, he began to believe them. Then came the midterm exam results. As the teacher pinned a list on the board, Rahul pushed through the crowd, hopeful, but his heart sank. His name was at the bottom. Again, the class burst into laughter, but the cruelest blow came from someone he called a friend. "Arjun, you'll always be a backbencher, Rahul," he smirked. "The front row isn't made for you." Humiliated, defeated, tired of trying, Rahul walked home in silence. He tossed his books into a corner and sat alone in his room, the weight of failure pressing down on his chest. His grandfather, a quiet man with weathered hands and wise eyes, noticed his despair. "What troubles you, Rahul?" he asked softly. Rahul hesitated, then opened up. "I want to be the top of my class, but it feels impossible. I've tried and failed, again and again." The old man smiled. "Have you heard the story of the tortoise and the hare?" Rahul rolled his eyes. "Of course, everyone knows it. The hare lost because he got cocky and stopped running." His grandfather chuckled gently. "But that's not the full lesson. The tortoise didn't win just because the hare stopped. He won because he kept going. Steadily, without fanfare, without needing applause. He built rhythm. He didn't rush. He just refused to stop. And, for the first time, the story meant something." That night, Rahul lay in bed, not thinking of victory, but of effort, the kind that shows up again and again, without needing results right away. The next morning, he rose at 5 a.m. The first few days were difficult. His body resisted. His mind made excuses. But he kept going. He began with 30 minutes of focused study, then slowly expanded. He started journaling each night, tracking his progress, writing down lessons, holding himself accountable not to the world, but to himself. He eliminated distractions. No more idle scrolling. No more just one more episode. He guarded his time as if it was sacred. At first, nothing changed, but inside him, something was shifting. Weeks passed, then months. His thoughts became clearer. His self-doubt faded, not because others believed in him, but because he had begun to believe in himself. Then came a surprise mock test. Rahul wasn't nervous for once. He felt prepared, not perfect, but present. The results came in. 3rd place. It was the first time in his life he had tasted real progress. But Arjun, standing near the results board, smirked again. 3rd place. "Let's see if you can ever beat me." But this time, Rahul didn't react with anger. He smiled quietly and went back to work. He doubled down, not in intensity, but in discipline. He stuck to his routine, showed up every day, and sharpened his skills, 1 quiet hour at a time. Finally, the day of reckoning arrived. The final exam results. The teacher walked into the classroom, holding the list of toppers. Her eyes scanned the room. "The top scorer this year," she said, "is Rahul." The class fell silent. Heads turned. Even Arjun sat stunned. Rahul stood still, not in arrogance, but in quiet realization. This victory wasn't about being better than anyone else. It was about finally being better than who he used to be. The teacher smiled and said, "Bro, you've shown us all something greater than intelligence. The power of consistent effort. You've become a reminder that greatness isn't loud. It's steady." Even Arjun walked up to him and said, "You proved me wrong, and I'm glad you did." In the months that followed, Rahul shared his story with others. He didn't speak of talent or genius. He didn't speak of luck or shortcuts. He said this: start small, 1 step, 1 habit, 1 day. Do it when it's hard. Do it when it's boring. Success doesn't come from sparks. It comes from fire that refuses to go out. That, he believed, was the true path. Consistency is the quiet force that outlasts talent. It's not about how fast you begin, but how long you endure. And in the end, it's not the noise you make, but the steps you take that write your story. If this story lit a spark in you, if it reminded you of your own quiet potential, then walk with us. Subscribe to Stoic Zen, where we honor steady growth, ancient wisdom, and the strength of showing up one day at a time. Let's build greatness quietly,